Have you ever noticed that some people just don't listen to you, no matter how logical, calm, or thoughtful you are? It's frustrating, and most people respond the wrong way. They raise their voice, they argue harder, they try to dominate the room. But here's the truth Stoics understood centuries ago. Respect doesn't come from being loud. It comes from being precise. Real power isn't volume, it's control. Picture this. You're in a meeting, a tense discussion, maybe even a family argument, and with one calm sentence, the entire energy shifts. People stop interrupting. They start listening. No anger, no force, just authority. Today, I'll show you 5 sentences that do exactly that. When used at the right moment, they make people treat you differently, whether it's your boss, a friend, or a complete stranger. And stay with me, because the third one is so effective that it can silence even the most aggressive critic without escalating the conflict. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught that life isn't about what happens to you, but how you respond. And when it comes to earning respect, that lesson matters more than ever. You don't need to react emotionally. You don't need to prove anything. You respond with calm strength. The Stoics believed the right words are like well-aimed arrows, small, deliberate, and impossible to ignore. Throughout history, the most respected people weren't the loudest in the room. They were the most composed. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire not through intimidation, but through clarity and restraint. He understood that self-control creates authority, and today, the same principle applies. Whether you're at work, at home, or dealing with a stranger, your tone can stay calm, but your words must be firm. Let's begin. Phrase 1. I see where you're coming from, but I don't agree. This sentence is powerful because it does 3 things at once. It shows you listened, it shows you thought, and it shows you won't bend just to keep the peace. Imagine someone presenting an idea that clearly won't work. Instead of attacking or staying quiet, you respond calmly. I see your point, but I don't agree. No insults, no defensiveness, just independence. Stoicism teaches us to separate emotion from judgment. You don't need to win the argument, you only need to stand by your reasoning. That alone earns respect. Phrase 2. That's not appropriate. Short, clear, uncomfortable, in the right way. This sentence shuts down disrespect instantly. Picture someone making a rude comment or crossing a line. Instead of laughing it off or freezing, you meet their eyes and say, "That's not appropriate." You're not explaining, you're not debating, you're drawing a boundary. Seneca believed self-respect acts like invisible armor. When people see that you won't tolerate disrespect, they adjust their behavior. Not because you demanded it, but because you expect it. Phrase 3. We can continue this when it stays respectful. This one changes the entire power dynamic. You're not walking away, you're not escalating, you're setting the rules. Imagine someone raising their voice, interrupting you, trying to dominate the moment. Instead of matching their energy, you pause and say, we can continue this when it stays respectful. Instant shift. The conversation stops being emotional and starts being accountable. Epictetus taught that while you can't control others, you always control your response. And here, your response protects your peace and quietly demands better treatment. Use this once and you'll notice something interesting. Silence, then attention. Phrase 4. I'm not going to continue this conversation. This sentence is about choosing your energy wisely. Not every argument deserves your time. Not every provocation deserves a reply. When a discussion turns toxic or pointless, you calmly say, I'm not going to continue this conversation. And you mean it. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the best way to deal with disrespect is not to mirror it. Walking away isn't weakness, it's discipline. When you refuse to engage in chaos, people recognize your strength. Phrase 5. That's your view, I don't share it. This sentence combines respect with resolve. You're not dismissing the other person, but you're not surrendering your judgment either. When someone pressures you to agree, you calmly respond, "That's your view, I don't share it." No arguing, no over-explaining, just clarity. Seneca warned that living by others' opinions is a quiet form of slavery. This phrase frees you from that trap. You can respect people without giving up yourself. These are 5 sentences that command respect without raising your voice. Used with calm confidence, they change how people respond to you. They listen more. They choose their words carefully. They treat you differently. Because respect isn't forced. It's earned through character. On this channel, we study timeless wisdom to help you speak clearly, think deeply, and live with strength and inner peace. If this helped you, subscribe and tell me in the comments, which phrase will you use first?